Hi guys, this is Debbie from Debbie J's Crafting Corner and welcome to the 2020 Save the Crafty YouTuber Hop. The card I'm making for you today is this Hello Beautiful layered flamingo card using stamps from Hampton Arts and inks from Catherine Pooler. For today's card, I'm using the Hampton Arts Layer Tropical Stamp Set that I picked up from Michael's over a year ago and haven't yet used. Layering stamps aren't one of my strong suits yet, but I do love how this card turned out. For the base of the flamingo, I'm using Bellini ink from Catherine Pooler. Although it is a soft orange color, it worked really well with the It's a Girl pink ink that I'm using for the second layering stamp. And speaking of Catherine Pooler inks, you know if you've watched any of my recent videos that Catherine Pooler inks are one of my new favorites. With that said, I'm excited to say that Catherine Pooler is sponsoring the giveaway on my channel for the Save the Crafty YouTuber Hop. The Save the Crafty YouTuber Hop is a celebration of card making video tutorials created by a group of talented crafters from all different styles. We're coming together to give our viewers a chance to discover other amazing card makers and to help reach our monetization goals. All you have to do is watch, like the video, consider subscribing, and click the link in the video description below to hop to the next video. Let yourself be inspired. Don't forget to comment because we have tons of prizes to give away. Please indicate if you're located in the US or international so that prizes can be awarded appropriately, as some prizes, not all, have restrictions on them. After using It's a Girl for the second layer, I chose Rockin' Red for the final layer. Now this final layer shows all of the detail that the previous layers hinted at, and this red just makes it pop. To finish the stamping of the flamingo, I pulled out some London Fog ink from Memento. I did have an ulterior motive for this. The beak is incredibly hard to line up because it is so small and I really didn't know exactly where it was supposed to go. So I figured that I might be able to cover up any mistakes that I used a really light ink. After a few trial runs though, off screen, I got it right, and it turns out that the gray looks perfect. Using black ink may have looked a bit odd on the final card since the rest of the card has such softer colors and shades. Next, I worked on the background. In addition to the layered flamingo, the Hampton Arts Layered Tropical Stamp Set has a layered pineapple, layered palm leaves, a layered hibiscus, and a smaller flower. I decided to cover the background with flowers and leaves and used my Holtz stamp platform for most of this. I'm using Bellini for the base of the flowers and Garden Party from Catherine Pooler for the leaves. I mentioned earlier that Catherine Pooler is sponsoring the giveaway on my channel, but I forgot to mention the prize. one lucky commenter in the United States will receive 2 Catherine Pooler ink pads. Don't forget to leave a comment to be in the giveaway. Comments must be left by April 5th and should mention USA if you'd like a chance to win. All prizes will be announced on April the 10th on Justine Hovey's channel and blog, and there's a link down below. You don't have to comment on every video, but the more that you do, the more your chances to win. For the detail layer of the hibiscus, I'm again using Rockin' Red from Catherine Pooler Inks. Then I decided to soften the background a bit with some vellum. But I wanted the hibiscus to show through, so I stamped the detail layer on the vellum over the background flower again with Rockin' Red. After finishing up the vellum panel, I decided that the main background panel needed a little more color, so I randomly stamped the empty white space with small flowers in Bellini and leaves in Garden Party. Now that the background panel is done, I'm trimming it and the vellum cover down just a touch. This is so that we'll have a white border when it's placed on the card base. To adhere the vellum to the background, I'm adding some art glitter glue to the back of the vellum right under the stamping. This will help to keep it from being seen on the finished card. I'm then using that same art glitter glue to glue the panel onto a foam sheet that's cut just a touch smaller than the panel itself. Now back to the Flamingo. I don't have any coordinating dies for this stamp set, so I had my brother scan and cut fussy cut the Flamingo out for me. I think I use the scan and cut for fussy cutting more than I do for anything else, and it saves me so much time. As there are no sentiments in the Layer Tropical set, I chose a stamp from Layering Stamps Butterfly set from Hero Arts as well. I stamped Hello Beautiful in Rockin' Red and then trimmed it down with my Fisker's Guillotine trimmer. Then I am inking the edges in Rockin' Red ink. While I'm waiting for the ink to dry on the edges of the sentiment, which honestly wasn't that long, I adhered the front panel to the front of a top-folding A2 size card base with my glitter glue. Then I adhered the sentiment and Flamingo to the front of the card. I'm adding the sentiment first because I want the flamingo to be slightly layered in front of it. I think this card looks great, but sometimes I just can't leave well enough alone. I wanted some sparkle. So I'm adding some diamond stickles to the stigma of the hibiscus and the center of all those little flowers. So here's a final look at my completed cards. Don't forget to go to the video description box below and click on the next video in the hop. But before you do, be sure to leave a comment so you can have a chance to win one of the prizes from our fantastic sponsors. Thank you so much for watching and happy crafting!